What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with an episode, a new season, new show on this channel. This is Ms. Marvel. This is season 1. Now, this is episode 3 of Ms. Marvel. I don't typically like to jump into a show that is, 2 or 3 episodes in, but I knew that I wanted to talk about Ms. Marvel. I didn't talk about episodes 1 and 2 just because, life got in the way. So I'm here with episode 3. The episode is titled Destined. So probably what I'm going to do at the end of the season is I'll just go back and do an overall review, which would encompass episodes 1 and 2. And then we'll do that as a wrap up. So this is episode 3. If you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel and you guys are not yet subscribed to this channel, then I'm going to need you guys to do me a solid favor and subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and also share the video. And with that out the way, without further ado, let us discuss Ms. Marvel, episode 3, Destined, shall we? So this episode, we open up the episode and we're in 1942 when the British invaded India. So we see the bangle that Kamala has been wearing that's given Kamala her powers. So we see some people, they found the bangle, and the lady that took the bangle off is Kamala's great-grandmother, Aisha, that's her name, Aisha. So then we move back to the present day and we see the people that Aisha was with. So Kamran's mother, we see some other people. So Kamala is just, asking them questions, and they're telling her who they are and what they are. So they're from a different dimension, and they said that they're, his mother says that they're here not by choice, and that they've been here for over 100 years, and their powers was able to, they look young. They don't look like they've been around for the last 100 years. So Kamala, asks them what are they. They tell her about the bangle, something with it. It can unlock Noor. They are clandestines. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. But then she says something about they're Jinn people. So after we see the conversation that Kamala has with them, then she went to Bruno, and she's telling Bruno about what happened the night before, that she was, he's talking about how the cops came looking for her, and she says, were the cops the ones that sent the drones after me, because I was chased by drones? So then she tells him, well, I found out what I am. She says it's not Asgardian or anything like that. It is Jinn. He said gin and tonic. I had to laugh at that because it was kind of funny. So, and she tells him, Kamran is one of those people. And she tells him that she needs his help to help them get back to where they came from. He's a little reluctant about doing it, and towards the end of the episode, I can see why he was so reluctant. God, I mean, you just pulled really close to this car. But hey. So you guys, I'm going to pause right here and I'm going to move forward. So over at the mosque, we see members of Damage Control. They show up at the mosque and they're looking for, what is her name? Nightlight? Terrible name for a superhero. Nightlight. Sound like you're going to put somebody to sleep. But they've come to, so Damage Control, the Department of Damage Control, they have come to the mosque, like I said, looking for Nightlight, because they heard that, an enhanced individual is operating from there. So Nakia, she goes up to the lady and tells her, no, you're not coming in here. You don't have a search warrant, so you can come back when you have a search warrant. So she leaves. So then we see Kamala. So Kamala is at home, and Bruno had originally showed her the video that's gone viral with her. And so she's looking at it. So Nakia, she comes into Kamala's room and she's upset. And she lets Kamala know that, she has won. She's a board member. But before that, because Kamala was like, you seem a little upset. Like, is everything okay? So she's telling her that Damage Control came in looking for Nightlight, which that's a stupid name is what she said. And, she's blaming Nightlight for everything. But, I mean, she didn't do this on purpose. She definitely didn't do it on purpose. So she's And Naki is just upset because with damage control coming in, it just kind of messed up the events that they had planned. But she is a board member nonetheless. So then we see as the Khan family, they're celebrating Amir's, they're getting ready to celebrate Amir's wedding. So one lady was talking to their mother and she's asking, where's your mom at? And she tells her I didn't invite her. Or did she say she invited her but she didn't come? One of the two. So the lady tells Kamala, like, hey, with you and your mother, you ladies don't have that kind of issue. And Kamala's like, oh, no, you don't have to worry about that. So then they start talking about nightlight once again. So I wonder what it's going to be like when Kamala's mom finds out that her daughter is in fact Nightlight. Because she's talking about how that must be an embarrassment for that young girl's mother. I don't really necessarily see how it can be an embarrassment to her mother, because she's not really doing anything wrong. What has she done that's such an embarrassment? Now, I know when it comes to their culture, they have, they plan things out for their kids, so I guess that could be what the embarrassment would be. I'm not quite positive, but if anybody is familiar with that culture, please let me know in the comments below. So then we see Bruno. So Bruno, he's at work, and then Kamala's dad comes in there. So he notices that Bruno has these papers on the counter, and they're in their native language. So he then reads them, and when he's reading them, it is basically saying what Kamran's mom said to Kamala about the Jinn people. They're needing, they've been here for, years. They need a way to get back home. And how, in a sense, that bangle is could help them get back home. But it also could have some, adverse reactions with that situation if it happens. It could be bad that can come from it. So then we see Bruno. So Bruno is later talking to Kamala, and he's talking to her, telling her, what he's found out. And she was like, basically telling him, like, can you break it down to me in layman's terms? And he tells her that if she does help them go home, then something could go boom. I was like, wow, okay. So you guys, I'm gonna pause here and we're gonna move forward. So you guys, it's the day of Amir's and Taisha's, I think that's her name. It's the day of their wedding. So we see Amir, and he's with their dad, and he's talking about how much money he has in his checking account. He has like $732.49, I believe that's what he said. And, his dad is basically just giving him a pep talk, telling him, you could either choose fear or love, and he chose love. Wow. You could either choose fear or love. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So after that, the next thing we got was Kamran's mom. So she has his phone. Now, I did forget to mention that originally Kamala had texted him, telling him she needed his help, and he kind of pushed her. He told her to worry about the wedding. So his mom is like, so you didn't tell me about this, and you weren't going to tell me. He tells her that Kamala needs more time, and that this is very dangerous. But this is something that his mother already knew, that this could be potentially dangerous for Kamala, but she doesn't care. She is going to make it happen one way or the other. And that's basically what she told him, like, stay out of my way. I'm going to make this happen. Whether you like it, whoever agrees with it or doesn't agree with it, it's going to happen. And I was like, well, damn, you don't care about this young girl's life or anything? And she said she's going to go to Kamala and make her do it. I'm like, how are you going to force someone to do something? But okay. So we see the wedding, they say their I do's. Then after that, we see them all. Everyone is on the dance floor. They're dancing and having a good time. So Kamran, he came to the wedding, and it was just as Bruno and Kamala were about to, have a dance. And he came in. He told her that his mom is on her way there, and she will kill anyone that gets in her way. I was like, well, damn. And when they came into that wedding, they were going to take anybody out that they needed to take out. I mean, they were punching people left and right. So Kamala made a distraction and she went and pulled the fire alarm and got everybody out. So then she ran towards the kitchen. She told everybody, get out. Those people just looked at her like, what the fuck you talking about? Get out. So then one of the guys came back, punched one of the workers, and the one was like, you know what, forget this. We out. So they left, they got out. They got out. So as they're getting out, Kamala is still in the kitchen and the clandestines come in and they start battling. They start fight. I mean, literally just fighting. I'm like, how do y'all fight with a teenage girl? This is a teenager. I get you want to go home, but damn, you're fighting with a teenager. Okay. So she's fighting with them. At one point, Kamran's mom, she turned the lights out in there, and I noticed. I was like, okay, because at one point the black girl, she had her spear by where Kamala was, and she turned the corner. I was like, wait a minute. So Kamala, okay, so she can teleport. Cool. So she ran. Eventually, she ran away from them. Actually, no, she got punched through a wall. Is what happened. And then Bruno came in trying to help, but that didn't work. So when the guy went after Bruno, she just punched his ass, and then she punched all of them as well. So then I have to get these names together. Kamran, he came in. He tried to help them. He told her to get Brian out. He still gets his name wrong. It's Bruno. So they get out. Now, at one point, Kamran was getting his ass beat. So then Damage Control eventually came in. Damage Control, they arrested everyone else, and Kamala and Bruno were able to get out. So when Bruno and Kamala got out, that's when Nakia saw them, and she was like, Kamala, what was that? And now she knows that Kamala is, in fact, Nightlight. Still a terrible, terrible name. So Kamala told Nakia that, she'll explain it to her later. But Bruno told her to get away and that Nakia will help him. So Kamala went home. Her mom and her dad are asking her, Kamala, what is going on? And she told them, at this point right now, I can't really tell you. So her grandmother called her on FaceTime and she says, you guys need to come here. And she's like, I don't think my mom is going to let me come. She says, no, you guys need to come. She said, did you see the train? And Kamala was like, how did you see the train? She says, because I saw it, and that means you guys need to come to me. So that's where the episode ended, you guys. Overall, I'm enjoying. Ms. Marvel is really good, and I'm loving the fact that they are doing a different spin with Marvel. They're going, with this vibe. I like it with Kamala. I like it. I like seeing, different. I like seeing representation. It matters. I love it. Love seeing different cultures. I love it. It's amazing. But yeah, you guys, drop down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think of Ms. Marvel episode 3, and also what you thought of the first 2 episodes. And I will see you guys later. I will see you guys on Tuesday or Wednesday for the next episode of Dawn Brothers, and then we'll be back again for episode 4 of Ms. Marvel. And I'm also going to be watching Doctor Strange at some point. Now that it is on Disney Plus, I'm gonna watch Doctor Strange. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a reaction video where I watch it and you guys see my actual reactions to it, or if I'm just gonna do an overall review of it. But we'll see. But until the next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Please take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.